Welcome back from break. Uh, so, wheels are in motion. The vampires have started an information gathering part of this quest they've been given to search for an enchanted tree in an enchanted forest with enchanted woodland creatures. Surely that would be in proximity to it. And now it's time to start reaping the seeds that have been sown on this night, and the longer term things as well, from trying to get a hold of their contacts or visiting other people who might tentatively have some information. Shop owners, the homeless on the streets, actual like mechanical contacts on sheets, or, you know, other creative uses of abilities that the characters would have. For certain, on so on this night they received a missive from the sheriff indicating that on the third night they need to be at the library. So they have 2 nights to continue this or do something in particular. And then we need to make sure they get to the library, or Sheriff Kozad may become cross. And that wouldn't be good. So this is pacing for these 2 nights. Do you are we presuming that you're waking up, you're hunting, and then you're doing more of this just sort of like general info gathering, or is there something specific that you would like to do, knowing that you should probably not get killed before the third night comes?
I mean, I'd say Jess would go to her sire, just like straight up do her own little investigation on that front.
Okay.
Just show up at the police station, and some of the people probably know they're tied in some way.
All right. Follow up with the police.
Fucking clear Clyde's name because he doesn't want him dead.
Ivy, for these 2 nights, what are you doing? Do you want to do anything specific, or are you, I don't know, holding down the fort, or biding time until, for some reason, you are being summoned to the library, or expected to show up?
She's likely going to further her own research, but also get in contact with Dusty, who was her criminal contact back when she was an alley cat.
Okay.
She's just checking in with him to see if there's anything odd coming into the city that would raise alarms with him, being more underground, so to speak.
He's human?
Yeah, he's human.
Okay. Actually, you know what? We can do kind of like a round robin of resolving these 2 nights of reaching out here. So at least in my camera order, I have Ivy, and then we'll go to Wisp next. So Ivy, what you get over this time from Dusty confirms the newsletter that was sent out to, kindred in good standing with, in Cleveland, that there's a lot more police presence on the streets and security cameras. So, even despite that, petty crime, at least as it's been caught and reported, hasn't gone up. But there's a lot more people being vigilant because things disappear. We're not at the point of people disappearing. I mean, there are people who disappear, unfortunately, but not in very mysterious ways. So the other piece of information that comes across that would be related to criminality and especially your research You did pretty well on that too. While it's a place that has been tagged by, you know, like not even really gangs, but like, I don't know, vagrants, people passing through, Squire's Castle is kind of an abandoned building in the metro park. So every once in a while, someone will go and spray paint it. And there's a ghost story associated with that place. But in particular, in the criminal underground, at least with the pros that are on Dusty's level, they know not to go there because there's a lot of people who disappear in that castle. In that building. But because it's, you know, hobos passing through on their way east or west or whatever, it's not like it's a known person. Dusty's not like, I had a guy and he spent the night there and he never walked out the next day. But it's its own sort of ghost story in criminal circles. Don't hold up in Squire's Castle because you'll disappear.
She'll give him his usual fee for the information.
As for the police presence, Wisp, because we're doing, again, kind of a round robin follow up in 2 days of 2 nights of time. There is an increased police presence, and since we're about at the middle of the month, you know, a lot of people now are moving on like, oh, it's the full moon, it's a harvest super moon. You know, people get crazy, and combined with Halloween. But over these past 2 nights now, as we're in not even the early / middle of the month, like we're in the middle, we have the full moon going on. There has been more instances of bar fights.
That's fun.
So it's bleeding over a little bit into, at least, I don't know, intoxicated or otherwise intellectually or morally compromised people in crowds. That there's now an uptick in violence. No one's died, but as the police have been vigilant about this since the beginning of the month, like they're seeing a very concerned trending upward line in events. Now, as for the footage of that was sent, you were told that the person the person is believed to be a rather nefarious ne'er-do-well in Cleveland with a rather bad reputation. And an officer was sent out to help him find money that they believe to be missing from his business. And he leaves it at that.
Okay. This is my sire talking to me, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming. Good terms of she would basically tell him, like, hey, keep like a piece part of the coterie that the prince has set me up with, like, you know, the prince and the sheriff has, like, you know, sort of grouped me in, so, like, try your best not to let any of your dudes really mess with him. I need him. Like, he's useful.
You don't have the data that I do. He's a menace. I want photos of Clyde McCoy on my desk.
Just for the sake of the city not coming down on both me and you, please do not mess with him too much. Play nice if he plays nice. So let's do that. Does that sound good?
I don't believe you know who you're talking to and the tone of voice you're using.
Sir, I apologize. Just
I
please.
sired you.
Immediately.
You fucking
Yes.
answer to me. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. But also the prince.
I've been a policeman and a vampire longer than you have. You aren't my first rodeo. Now, I'm telling you, Clyde's a menace. He is rash. He is reckless. And there's going to be a time when you're drugged down into that mess with him. There's only so much that I am willing or able to do. You need to know this. I understand the relationship. You're a sanctioned coterie. There's nothing I can do about that, whether or not I want to. But what I can do, since you are my childer, is listen to me. If not for others above my station with some kind of vested interest in him, he would have been gone a long time ago. I don't pretend to know the circumstances, and it is not my job. Just as I am your sire, well, there are others who are not my sire, but they are above me in station. And I get orders, and shit rolls downhill and right onto you.
All right. Just nod.
And apparently he rolls around with some Mr. Johnson, who's a very ravishing fellow. He looks wonderful. He seems to be a good guy. So.
Oh, he's wonderful. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
Look, if I can't keep him out of trouble, he definitely can.
All right, so that's your follow-up. Police have noticed an uptick in things, and you've been warned about keeping bad company with Clyde McCoy.
So as far as I know, they are actively pursuing him.
He is always on their radar, and for some reason, he, and maybe by virtue the others in this coterie, have been shielded or immunized by people of higher station than him.
Okay.
And but Clyde really makes the police's job difficult.
I'll keep that in mind.
Like, he'll open up the file, it's like car crash on the highway, wrecks in the park. Like, there's like a list of things that are just like, really makes it tough.
She now understands why he hates him now, but it's okay. It's like...
Now, mind you, this isn't Masquerade breach. This is human law.
Yeah.
Vampiric law is different. But as your sire, being a cop who is a vampire, straddles that line. And it really twists his balls to have to, all right. Speaking of Clyde, you are next in my camera on in my rotation. Now you haven't heard back. You're actually going to hear back from your guys after the library visit, because they're putting together like a traffic flow data report, parts reports, and everything. This is just the couple nights after initial. Hey, what about this thing? You do learn that the police did visit your business, and they were asking if anyone there needs to file a report about missing funds from the business. We thought we got a report for approximately $1,000 being stolen. Is this true?
No, that's my money, first of all. That's my capital. I made that. Legally. any money that exists within regarding this business is legally of a capital of my own. The taxes are filed properly.
Yeah, that's
I make
that's
sure
what we
that my wife does the class.
Look, that's what we told him, boss. I didn't think anything was missing. I mean, if anyone takes money, I mean, that is outside the structure, it'd be you, but it's yours anyway. I don't know why they came here. Said a very specific number, something about $1,000, probably in a wad of hundreds that seemed to be folded in half as if they came out of a wallet. They were really weirdly suspicious about this, but we told them no, nothing's missing, and they said, all right, just following up, and they left.
All right. Yeah, just next time police come by, just turn them away unless they're looking for something more precise, like identity, suspects, etc. If they're just looking for something like that, don't trust that. That just sounds like a fucking racket, honestly.
I thought, like, they weren't even trying to shake us down, though. Like, they weren't really concerned that the money was missing, but they kept bringing it up that some amount of money was gone. And yeah, well, anyway, just so you know, we took care of it. There's nothing, no sealed envelopes or, you got to sign for it, signature stuff. Nothing like that. No one got arrested, but it was just a concerned patrol officer that stopped by and said he was following up on a report that was passed on to him.
Yeah, good. I'm just gonna double check. I'm gonna double check the security cameras at the whatever shop, the business itself, the offices that the cops stopped by, and just generally get an idea of like where he patrolled in that area. Clyde is now a little bit paranoid. He's like, what the fuck? They were off my trail for like a year and a half. What's going on? With that, he is he's going to double check to make sure there's no like surveillance bugs or anything like that just going through the offices.
Well, then over these 2 nights, the police only showed up for, it was like 15 minutes. On the camera, you could see, as a car pull up, officer went into the building, talked in the whatever like front office area would be, got back in the car and left, and there hasn't been another police officer that's pulled up. Now, your guys are going to tell you what you already redundantly know. They've seen a lot more police on the streets. This is the only one that made a stop to say anything, and it was just that one time. In your sweeps, there's nothing odd electronically, but perhaps because you are attuned to the feng shui of your business, you are seeing, now that you're looking, a lot of things are slightly out of place. A picture is like 2 degrees tilted. The 9mm and 10mm wrenches in the toolbox, in all of them, have been swapped.
And it's probably honestly driving Clyde crazy. He's not like, here's the thing, you wouldn't guess it for how chaotic he is, but there is a certain organization to his madness. He's always been very minimalistic in terms of how he keeps things organized. Like, when you're always on the go, you gotta be ready to just up and leave as soon as possible. And so having everything precisely where it needs to be for that is important to him. And so the fact that shit's just like subtly moving is like slowly driving him mad. And he, like, over the course of a couple of days, he just gets like increasingly a little bit more irritable.
And so, yeah, the more manifestations of this plight spreading across Cleveland.
Incredible. There is one more thing I wanted to check. You say there's an increased police presence. Is there like a concentration or focal point that Clyde's noticing as he's driving around the streets himself? Kind of getting, like, he tends to, part of his usual nightly routine is to just be out on the roads in general. because that's where his Toreador happiness is
Yeah,
the streets.
The areas that are getting more patrols are those that have more people. So the flats downtown, like especially
Makes
during
sense.
the busier times. So there, in some grand statistical case, even the residential areas like you've experienced do, but it's not like there's there's a car assigned to a 4-block area and it's constantly going through this one neighborhood. But there's more police on the streets making more patrols. And where you have concentrations of more people, especially over these past few nights, things have started to get a little bit more rowdy. And it's not just socket wrenches being swapped or pitchers being just out of, just out of alignment. There are the nuisance calls in neighborhoods. Not like someone's dog was let out at night and then it made like a yelping sound and it never came back. Hopefully, well, not yet, and hopefully it won't happen, but we'll see. So nothing at that point yet, but there are a lot of these nuisance calls of, there's car alarms going off, or people think they see someone outside the window, and the police are at a point where if this person's not breaking in, we're doing other things. Like,
They're strange.
Yeah.
They're
So, stay safe, don't, only defend yourself in self-defense. It's, whatever sort of boilerplate language that would come along with that. But because of these, creeping noises, I think there's someone outside, or someone, I went outside and all the doors to my car were open, but nothing was missing. Then, oh, well, what do you want us to do?
Yeah. All right. So, okay. That's actually really good to know. So on one side, minor nuisances are more or less just going to get ignored. On the other side, something big happens, all the cops in a fucking 10-mile radius, somewhere around 50 patrollers are going to be up on your ass in an instant. So...
Mm-hmm. Tension is rising.
Tension is rising. Might be convenient. Create diversion if that comes up.
Tyrone, was there something else?
Ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Tyrone, in these 2 nights here before the library, obviously it hasn't been a week, so you don't have your threaded armor yet. Was there? I mean, besides working, which you can go to East and you are at East of Eden if you're putting out the vibe, talking to people, or maybe you're not working these 2 nights. I'll leave that up to you. And you're patrolling the streets, brooding and alone, or you're visiting the homeless camp, or I don't know. You tell me what are you doing?
Well, first night, I'm definitely taking a bit of a shift for the night, just to make sure to keep my presence going and seeing if I can hear anything from the more upper class of the hierarchy. If there's nothing going on there, then I definitely take some time to go over to Meridia's shop area, because what she said about her neighbor having some strange going ons really has piqued my interest. And I kind of want to make sure that everything is copacetic in that area. If it's not, then well, we'll take care of it. But if it is, then you know what, we'll just chalk it up to some tricks of the Halloween going on. Second night, definitely gonna work a little bit more, get a little bit more cash, try to get more information, but then make my way down to the homeless camps and see Don Quixote, since he's one of the longest living mortal residents and who's more based in with his ideas of mythology and whatnot. See if he knows anything about the woods and what's going on. And while we're all at it, during in-transit meetings, patrol, make sure there's no ne'er-do-wells putting cars on fire, trying to rob poor women or men or what have you in the alleyways. Just try to keep the city safe.
Okay. So then the couple little quick bits of info you're getting here. because East of Eden is more of the highfalutin nightclub, you are catching wind that there's going to be some sort of shift in the court coming up soon, but you don't have any details on that. There's no names that are dropped, at least not to you or around you or in your area. But you are hearing some whispers on that first night that there's something happening with the court. As for the visit with the person, nothing really new comes up, with the exception of being told a tale I'm sure you've heard before of Gawain and the Green Knight.
Oh yeah, I love that tale.
So while it may not apply, it was the most prevalent forest-related story that came to your friend's mind. So maybe there's something in it, maybe not. Otherwise, you had an evening of entertainment. And for any sort of patrols, you do get the occasional car alarm going off. You know, one time it was definitely someone who was trying to break in. Another time, I don't know, you needed to feed. You're an alley cat. Some graffiti in the alley looked like the stone mask of the giant lady who was chasing you around for a while.
Ah, shit.
And then Rose, couple nights of like quick follow-up on the things you were researching, or if you're gonna just sort of bloop out and, you know, do a thing real quick, visit a location, talk to a person, or just jam out and, you know, bide your blood.
I go on vacation. No,
Well,
I want to reach out to Frankie, my criminal contact, and ask her, you know, hey, I've been hearing like some strange rumors, like people playing pranks or something, leaving like car doors open but not stealing anything. Like, what do you know? And then also I want to tap her for, because she's a level 3 contact.
oh, okay.
I want to see if I can get some like really good high power binoculars and a parabolic mic.
The equipment, so yeah, like the criminal tools can get to you, but it'll take a couple days for her to get them. She doesn't have them immediately available, but she can get them for you soon. Especially if you don't want like you know, like cheap, I don't know, like weird like commercial grade spy gear store stuff. Like if you want a criminal tool version,
yeah,
she can get them to you in a couple days.
I think it'll be worthwhile having, because that's something that, you know, I can keep for future investigations too, assuming nothing narratively happens to them. Yeah, I'll ask her for just, you know, the best of whatever she can get. And then in the meantime, you know, if she has any information regarding like weird things that have been happening around the area, do I notice like there's one particular hot spot where things are happening more often, or a couple different hot spots maybe?
Well, as far as your contact can say, word is getting around that there's a lot of strange things happening, which is putting stress on everyone because there's a lot more police. And while there are instances of car trunks that are open and doors, in the criminal underworld, it's almost like a bad luck sign. Don't do it. It's a trap. Or there seems to be just a police car that would roll up on you out of nowhere, like around the corner, because of this increased presence. It's not worth it trying to grab, I don't know, like the change cup and actually get nabbed for that or caught for that. So it's actually by the criminal element, it's almost viewed suspiciously or not as competition, but as an antagonist, because it's not really helping them. It's hindering these non-violent criminal people. In fact, she'll share one instance. She's like, I don't think it's reached the this is a 3-dot person. I don't think it's reached the newspapers, or hell, I don't even know if the person's found. I heard that during a drug deal, someone ended up getting shot because the coke was swapped out with sugar.
Oh, jeez. That's wild. Well, I guess, keep your head down. I'd hate for anything to happen to you. And, I'll be by in a couple days to see if you have that stuff yet or not.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll get you some good things. I mean, right now, maybe I'm on vacation until all this blows over. I don't know, full moon, Halloween, something's going on.
Definitely seems like it, yeah. Some weird shit.
All right, well, you take care of yourself. I'll let you know when I get the stuff in.
You take care. And then Rose is gonna head on out. I want to head to an area where I can get up high and sort of keep an eye on just... You know what? Since she didn't really have any information for me of any particular hotspots, I'm probably more concerned then with like our actual domain area, like our neighborhood.
Okay.
So I want to get up somewhere high. I do have what are they called? Silence of Death and Unseen Passage. So I can be super quiet and completely unseen. I've also got Eyes of the Beast, so I can see in even like pitch black. And I just want to get up somewhere high and just sit there and park and just keep an eye on the neighborhood, see if anything weird starts happening in our immediate control, and sort of look for, patterns, look for explanation, look for any insight into anything that's happening. And she'll probably do that for, the second half of the first night and all of the second night.
On these just sitting on the rooftop looking, surveilling, actually. Sorry, Clyde. Surveilling the neighborhood. You can see, neighborhood cats and dogs doing their thing. Every once in a while, yeah, you'll get you'll hear a car alarm go off, distant police sirens. You know that there's more police out, but maybe you've never really listened for them before, so now you're hearing them a lot more often, or, has it always been this bad around here? I don't know. You're paying attention for sure. On the second night, at one point, you get that tingly feeling, like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, as if there's a presence right behind you.
I do know from working with, my coterie mates that there are powers that can see through stuff like Unseen Passage. So I'm going to... I'll tense, ready to react if something comes attacking me. But I want to just listen and see if I hear anything like moving around behind me, or does that sense get stronger? Does it go away?
It grows more intense as you're getting this proximity feeling. And you go from the raised hair goosebumps to a chill. No sound.
as the feeling intensifies, I think Rose would eventually, just softly clear her throat and say, if you're here to spy on me, I've got nothing to do all night but sit here. You're wasting your time. Unless you want to talk.
The wind blows past you. No words. No weird sounds necessarily. I mean, you hear the scrapes of the dry, dead leaves that have fallen off. If you hear your hair or like your dress or something flap a little bit. But your reply seems to be a chill wind at your back. And a couple leaves that go by.
I look behind me. I assume I don't see anything.
You do, in fact. As you, wind, you turn around and green eyes in the dark flow over you like the wind with a howling scream and disappears into the night.
If Rose was capable of pissing herself, it was probably a leak. Just like, she was, expecting to see nothing, and there was something there. Green eyes, okay. I think, if it's within a few hours of dawn, at this point, she'll head home and speak to Ivy about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like middle of the night, she'll stay here for a few more hours, but she wants to make sure to leave at least 2 hours to like talk to Ivy about it and maybe do some research.
Okay. Well, things to look up. I presume you all are communicating about your experiences and pooling your knowledge.
Yes.
Rosewood, yeah.
The third night comes, and you have been requested to show up at the library. Requested, not even voluntold. But the sheriff, of course, is applying weight to it, that you should. You were given no instructions on how to dress, and no knocks on the door, like Angel's not here telling you to get ready. Do you wish to go to the library? You can skip it.
Ivy's going.
Rose would want to go to the library.
There is just an obnoxious amount of honking outside.
Tyrone started reading this manga or something that's called Berserk. Like, the guy in there seems really cool. Hopefully nothing bad happens to him.
Clyde is gonna go out and check the honking, and he sees that fucking van again, and every time he just, God. He goes over to it, and goes up to the driver's seat and taps on the window.
It'd be Jermaine, so Jermaine would have to
turn it off. We're gonna go in just a sec. Just turn it off. And when Jermaine does so, Clyde's just gonna go over to the front of the van, pop the hood. He just does something in there really fast. You hear some, like, out of nowhere, he produces a crank and is able to just like sit there and work on it for about like 5-10 minutes, and then he pops the hood back down, gives it a tap, start it again. It
I was
turns on
assuming
and
like,
yeah,
Yeah.
it turns on and like she's purring.
Yeah.
Jessica just like opens up like the passenger door, having just been in the back. Like, what the fuck? Like wondering what I was hearing that shit from. Hi.
Uh,
What did you do to my van?
Fixed
You
it. Sounded
fixed-
like shit. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
How often you take this fucking thing to the mechanics?
I mean, I'm kind of dead, so I don't. He is supposed to, but he doesn't. So
Jermaine, buddy,
But
the fuck?
Do you know the cost to repair a shitbox like this?
Fuck, I don't give a shit about the cost. Just bring it to my fucking shop, man. I'll do it for free. Fuck.
you.
All right.
You're
Well, where's your
offering to
shop?
do-
I'll take it there.
All right. He'll write down the address and on a little sticky note that I imagine Jermaine just has a whole bunch of sticky notes of addresses up at the front.
Probably does.
He takes one of them and writes down the address of the shop and puts it on Jermaine's head.
I'm sorry. You're offering to do handiwork for free.
I like doing it. It's fun. Yeah. Besides, you're part of my fucking crew. Anyways, we're going to this fucking library.
Oh yeah, something I should probably tell you. So don't keep down low. No cops. Just want to let you know they hate you.
Well, I knew that.
No, I mean like a lot.
Excuse me. How the fuck you know this?
My side is a cop.
Your sire.
Yeah, yeah. He in not so many words, he told me that if you weren't with me or working with some higher up people, that you might not be here.
I think it's about this time Ivy is coming up and hears that. I'm sorry, you're gonna do what to my husband?
No, not me. These are things that my crazy boss would want to do to him, but can't because Prince and Sheriff and.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what you did to make him hate you so, but he does. He hates you a lot.
Am I gonna have to have a word with him?
I would not recommend that. He is very, very forward and aggressive. Especially for one of us, so that's,
He hasn't
not
got
a
me on
good
bad
idea.
day.
You don't want to see one of me like that. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. Not a good idea. Just full
I
front,
believe
not
now
a
would be
good
good
idea.
time to mention I have stepped up to werewolves. So
And you know what? I've fucked with some werewolves, and it was the worst experience of my god life. So let's not also
Whoa.
do that.
Whoa. Hey, you mentioned it before. What do you mean by fuck? Like,
Oh, I went and was supposed to rescue someone for some from some big hairy people, and a bunch of people died, and I may or may not have been one of 2 surviving people out of that. The mission was a success, but a lot of people died. And
no shit.
yeah.
Hey, I go chat with the lupine pretty regularly. Yeah, no, at this point I've probably gotten beat up 5 or 6 times by wolves.
and
I'm
each time
so-
I've had to come in and stop them from killing you. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, when you're like me and you can just bedazzle some noises or hallucinations, it's all fun, you could run from that. I don't know what you can do. That seems a little.
Oh, I'm just fast. That's it.
You're just what?
I'm fast.
You're
He
fast.
says
That's your one
says
thing.
proud. I'm fast.
I am sneaky and I can make people think they hear and feel things.
Great. Last time I checked, that does not work on wolves, so that's probably why you did not have a great time.
Yes, that was exactly the reason why. I thought it was going to be easy. I did some like squeaky toy noises, and I had to get the fuck out of there.
No, so you're supposed to call him a good boy and go get it, and like actually throw a ball. You can't just like pretend to throw a ball because they're just smart enough to know that the ball is still in your hands. Anyways,
Thank you. And she's like tilts her head. It's like, okay, you're not insult. She's like, I'll take this over you insulting me. Like, I'll definitely like.
look, you rubbed me the wrong way at first.
Oh yeah, I do that to a lot of people.
But you're not bad or anything. And, I appreciate you telling me that, you're, that Jamaica kinda has a
Wants
grudge
you
out
dead.
against me.
Yeah, like a lot.
It's not gonna be, just so you know, it's not gonna be a problem if, we kind of beef it a little bit, is it? Because I'm
Fuck,
not
you
gonna
leave me out of it. You leave me out of it. I don't fucking care what you do. I mean,
Alright. Like, I'm not gonna fuck with him unless he fucks with me. That's...
look, you're kind of like more my kind than he is because I got into this through doing a lot of terrible, not legal things. So, you know, this is sort of. We might bond a little more over that than, you know. He showed me a list, by the way. Let me tell you, that was a brilliant record you had.
Oh, God.
Like twice the length of mine. It's crazy.
Yeah, did he show you the arson?
No, you did arson?
Jess, are we going? Didn't you have to be somewhere?
shit.
Your ghoul's leaning out like as you two are comparing lengths of your record.
Like, so I stole all of this from a place. Walking out like nothing happened.
Clyde shows you like the 3 prison tattoos he got.
Shows this like ring on her finger that she obviously can't afford. Okay, all right, yes, we should probably tell me about that arson later. That sounds like a lot of fun.
You're talking in the van as it's going.
Okay. Oh, you all are riding in the van?
Clyde actually got in the
Oh,
van.
we
We're
are?
riding.
Okay.
We're riding in the van.
Clyde,
Okay.
are we supposed to befriend this one?
I mean, she's all right. All things considered, just don't hit on my wife.
Oh,
I think
that
we're gonna be
was
cool.
that was the. Oh, sure. Okay, fuck it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very well. If Sir Clyde says so, then welcome, Lady Wisp.
I like the way you talk. I'm just gonna be out front and honest. I just love the way you talk.
Look, Tyrone, someone likes it. You have at least one fan. Just one.
Hmm.
So like the things that my ghoul plays, you know.
Wisp, are you sitting up front or are you sitting in the back with the others?
I'm sitting in the back of the others.
Sure.
We're shooting the shit.
All right. I mean, the back is serviceable. Definitely not built for comfort. It's better decoration than Angel's van. Suspension and other aspects, maybe not so much, but that could be fixed over time.
Look at all this fun, fancy stuff you talk about, like crucifixes and nails and.
Oh, yeah, now that you all are in the van, do any of you have any particular vampiric allergies?
Oh, fuck. What do you have?
Hmm.
What is your
I
allergy?
don't.
Holy symbols.
Ivy, do you want to sit up front?
She is probably burying herself in Clyde.
Okay.
Trying to stay away from them, but also just
Oh.
trying to put up with it.
That's a
Oh, so
willpower,
those-
my friend.
Oh, so
Yeah,
those are
yes,
real
I'm
for
aware.
some people.
This does not get mentioned.
No, I don't fucking care. Of course not.
Are you using a willpower then to get through this? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Benny from the Mummy. Like, there's holy symbols on keychain, like, of everything. Like, there's everything here.
Salt, holy water, unholy water.
All right,
Rainwater.
so...
Clyde's just pointing at it. The rainwater, the jar of rainwater. It's like, get that
Tyrone
right there.
takes
Well,
out, Tyrone takes out a little notepad and has a little list of swords he wanted. He crosses off a crucifix looking forward. It's like, nope. Can't have that anymore.
It is appreciated. Of
It's right next to the Dragon Slayer.
course it is.
A dragon slayer?
Yes.
On the way, you pass by Quick and Eerie. You see it's, a couple of the offices lit up. Up at the top, of course, is, East of Eden.
Hi, stepdad. Bye, stepdad.
Yeah.
Stepdad. Stepdad.
Father-in-law.
You
Not that kind of stuff.
you pass by the old stone church, which it's not snowy, but replace snowflakes with fallen leaves. There's still the beggar Jesus statue out front. You end up passing by Elysium. And you finally arrive outside the library. And a very discreet-looking fellow motions for the van and has you go down, like, along the side of the building to a parking area.
All right. Shall we take that route as requested?
Who's driving? It's Jermaine, right?
Yeah, my goal.
Hey, question once again. As we're driving through the parking lot, just because I am how I am, can I go ahead and just look out the window and check to see if there's anything weird going on in the parking lot?
Sure.
Okay.
I think Ivy's gonna do the same, but she's specifically using Sense the Unseen for this.
Probably good to get on all fronts, yeah.
Yep. It's either that or she's gonna be using Oblivion's sight and she doesn't want to use that yet.
No, not my car, please.
And it's just the situation feels a little weird.
Are there any roles involved with this, or just are you just sort of narrating what you're doing?
I'm doing it. I'm rolling it.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess I can try to sense if there's anything. Well, then again, it's not really a detector of. Oh wait, I guess it kind of is. I guess I can use Sense the Beast to figure out if there's anything malevolent around us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also gonna blood surge, so I have 2 extra dice.
I think I'm as well.
Sorry, it's taking my.
Because it's way too useful not to.
It's taking my demi-plane sheet a while to load up here.
2,
There we
3.
go.
This is a ridiculous amount of dice for a Sense the Unseen roll, but
Maddie, quick question.
Yeah.
Over those 2 nights, could I have found myself a snack?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go back down to 1. Huh?
Yeah. The kind of the quick shot is, you're going out. You're not under heavy duress, so you can make sure you're topped off in a reasonable fashion.
I can't even read my successes. What does that say? 1, 2,
7.
3, 4, 4. What?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That was for Ivy. Yeah, you're at 4.
I got 7 on the reroll.
I'm at 4. I'm happy at 4. 4 will manage
With
anything
awareness?
mundanely weird. Fucking 7? Are you serious?
All right. You see in the parking lot.
Awareness 3.
For it being after hours at the library, there's an unusual cluster of vehicles, and they are well, one of them looks really nice, not like a sports car, but more than a Cadillac, less than a Maybach, like luxury, high-end luxury.
Ooh. Look at you.
You also see your father-in-law's car in the parking lot.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, that's the boss.
And then there's a couple other, kind of generic black Escalade SUVs, tinted windows and everything. That style. Ivy, what is your discipline let you do? Just let you see spooky stuff?
Since the unseen, yeah. Any vampires that are hiding, they'd have to make a roll against that, though.
Okay.
But
Just
yeah, I can
vampires?
see spooky shit. No, not just vampires. I can see other spooky shit, ghosts and the like.
Okay. Cinematically, we'll order it this way. Tyrone, you have 4 successes. Verily, there must be a score of ne'er-do-wells in our proximity. Ivy, you see black streaks with green eyes that look like paint sliding up the side of the building.
Oh, that's spooky.
However, for as much as they're sliding up and across, sometimes down, there seems to be no seepage into the building. But these shadows with green eyes are flowing across the surface of it.
Oh. She is reporting everything she sees to the group.
That must be what I'm sensing with malintent.
Be
Yeah, that
nice.
does- Be nice.
It seems like it's not alone, so everyone make sure to keep your guard up.
Yeah, no, there's several.
That's
Mm.
that's the thing that jumped me on the rooftop the other night. Or
Yeah,
last
jumped
night.
on the rooftop?
It jumped out at me. It didn't
Okay.
actually attack me.
Jumped and jumped at are two completely different things. Because if you were jumped, reaches under like one of the shelves, pulls out a gun. I mean, but
Am I
We
parking?
can't-
Your ghoul knocks on the separator between the cab and the back.
yes, park, please.
Let's not go shooting off guns in the middle of the metro.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
please,
obviously
please
I'm
don't.
not gonna do
But-
that. I'm just saying,
It
You could-
certainly was not of a benevolent interaction.
Okay.
So be aware.
So I should have this on me, is what you're saying.
Probably. I don't know that a gun would do anything to it. It passed right through me.
Yes, guns don't work
Yeah.
on ghosts, but swords do.
The door to
Swords
the
do-
box truck opens. Your ghoul comes over the radio. Careful, it looks like there's signs of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Oh.
Oh,
There's not actually signs of violence. That's just a Phasmo thing. But the box truck does open, and you all are welcome to exit it. With
Oh,
equipment, if
exit.
you so wish to take up to 3 pieces of it.
So I
I
want to take
have-
the EMF reader.
I'll take one crucifix.
Jokes
as
on you.
well.
I have jokes on you. I have checked the trunk, so I can't do this.
I'll take the camera
Yeah.
as usual.
A
also take
nondescript but
matches and
well-dressed greeter is by the door off of the parking lot. It's a side entrance style door, like a maintenance door or something. But the person indicates that this seems to be a entrance of importance.
Being superstitious is Jessica, and she is actually going to grab some sage and take it in
I
with
was
her.
gonna say Rose wants to grab some sage.
Oh,
Okay.
here,
Listen.
take these matches. I was just gonna take them with me, but if you're the one with the sage, here you go.
I mean, look,
You're in a cult truck. If you want to bring something, you can.
yeah. You joke about us playing
Ivy's
Phasmo.
not grabbing anything.
We literally can with this. With check the trunk in my account shop, we can just play Phasmo.
Oh, is there actually an incense burner in here? Like one
Oh,
of those
100%.
whaley ones? Oh, I'll definitely
100%.
take
There's an
that.
incense
And
burner.
I'm taking one of those and just putting it in my trench coat pocket and with some matches. It's like, all right, friends. Your friend here is ready to, as the kids say, make an entrance, make a scene.
All right.
You just perplex me every time you open your mouth.
If I can make a suggestion, order of operations, we go say hi to the harpy first. Presuming, is this? Do we know if this is the harpy's domain? Yay, nay.
Harpies usually they hang out at court, definitely at Elysium for functions.
Oh God, I don't know if this is their domain. All right, well, we're not gonna know whose domain this is without any politics. I think so. Damn. All right.
I mean, we could always employ the tactic you usually do, Sir McCoy, which is, I believe, play it cool.
That is my preference. Yeah, let's not go in like a bunch of fucking Ghostbusters and
Yeah, preferably not, please.
The
Listen,
witticism of Egon is quite immaculate.
I go
look.
everywhere with Sage. I mean, if I don't bring it, it's going to be weird.
It'll be in my pocket. It's just in case.
Yeah, we're presenting to someone with a title and all that shit. So, I mean, I'm presuming this is probably their domain. If not, then I don't know whose turf it is, but they're the big shot anyway. So we're just gonna.
Ivy said that those things are crawling all over the building, but they're not entering. I'm wondering if there's some protection in place from the building.
I do doubt it.
Unlike warding, yeah.
And that's why we're meeting here versus somewhere else.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
She'll just start walking. She'll just start walking
Ivy's
forward.
already fucking ahead of everyone.
Yeah.
She's like, y'all can talk about this. I'm just going in.
This is just that was Clyde's attempt to be like, hey, let's not be weird about this. This is probably like a court thing, whether we know it or not.
The
I am weird.
Person outside the door holds up a hand. Apparently looks each of you over individually and motions for you in one at a time.
And kind sir.
You make your way inside. Libraries have an interesting vibe to them that night after close. You know, while they're usually places of great knowledge and at the same time also quiet, peaceful, this is kind of a quiet unsettling. It's the same place that, for all I know, some of you have been here before, in life or unlife. But the library, maybe it's the things crawling on the outside or the tension that's just been building in the air. It's different. You walk inside.
I walk in.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can tell that this place is old. There's a library made of stone. Acts of charity, philanthropy. Even if you want to be cynical, the byblows of industrialists looking to leave some sort of thumbprint in the world long after they're gone. They certainly don't make places like this anymore, let alone libraries.
No, they do not.
And in the hallway, as you follow the basic instruction you were given when you were cleared to come in, there's a man waiting for you, wearing Biz Kaz Fry style. So, a suit coat, Unbuttoned Oxford shirt. Clyde, maybe that's his kind of jiving with you, except he has a suit coat instead of a racing jacket. He is wearing slacks. Raymond Dyer. Pleasure to meet you. But if you prefer, call me Everyman. And the Everyman who's standing in front of you is a black male, short fro and sideburns going into a gunslinger beard. He appears to be in his late 20s. And when he smiles to greet you, he has 2 gold teeth that are they're on the right side and just in the corner of his mouth that glint in the light when he smiles. And as he smiles, he does have fangs.
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
Hell.
God.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Everman.
Well, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. I've known of you especially, but the others, I've seen you around, even though you haven't seen me.
Pleasure.
Huh. You weren't given any instruction on how to look, right?
No.
No.
Not a clue.
Good. Come as you are. I was given some instructions that during a meeting that's currently taking place, I was to escort you past it and take you somewhere else in the library that you need some authorization to get to otherwise. Guess there's some things going on. And, well, we'll get to that part when we get to that part. I'm easy going. I hope you all are too. How did you all dress for a library appearance after hours? You were not given instructions, so what's your dress?
No. Oh, God. Given that we were told we were probably going to meet with the Harpy, Clyde assumes this meant dress nicely, but since there's no angel, there's no specifics.
Mm-hmm.
Not too nice. Like not a leather jacket or anything. Probably like just like a nice dress shirt, slacks, and pea coat for the season, given the temperature, even though he doesn't really feel temperature. And of course, matching with Ivy. Ivy, he thinks she looks lovely enough that she could fit into this scene, but
Ivy's kind of just dressed normally, maybe a little bit dressed up more, in her usual, academia style skirt with what was it? Knee-high boots to fit, black turtleneck, and a black coat to go over it.
Okay. Tyrone, are you in your tried and true trench coat and streetwear, or?
Yep, but with one little addition. I'm wearing the purple vest that Clyde let me borrow last time.
oh,
Nice.
Oh,
I'm digging it.
That's
All right.
adorable. That's adorable.
that's cute.
Wisp, Rose?
Wisp is just in like a band tee, black ripped jeans, like boots. Like she's here for a time. Casual.
Rose would be in sort of default mission gear. Sneakers that, aren't going to make a heavy sound, dark colored clothing, slim fitting, but comfortable to where she can still move around, and some sort of, probably like a light leather jacket, just for that little bit of extra, tiny little bit of protection and blending in.
So every man, as he would have greeted you, he certainly looked each of you up and down with a critical eye. Not a judgmental one like he's disapproving, but he's feeling you out visually. And you go on a bit of a walking tour through the library. He can tell you about it if you have any, offhand questions. And during the walking tour, as you're apparently being taken past one of the meeting rooms, you still get a sense of the grandeur of this place, about an age long past, about, the very bones of the earth reassembled to make a place like this. And he brings up casually, slyly, things about each of you that maybe you know because you're coterie mates, but for someone that you have only met for the first time, though he claims to have known you all for a while, it really does set that tone that you've been observed, that he doesn't even have a little notebook out he's reading from. He just knows things about each of you. Little
quick question.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Does he know things before I got zeroed, or only after zero effect on me?
The things he brings up would be after you're zeroed.
Oh, good. Thank God. Whew.
But he delivers it in a friendly way. He might prompt a question of, I don't know, something that's tangentially personal to you all as you pass by a section that might contain knowledge. But this is you don't need to roll dice to understand that this is setting a flex point, setting a tone.
Well, Sir Everyman, it seems like you are very well informed.
It's my job to be. I am a man of many hats. Well, I guess I don't have one on right now. I could.
Oh, is that why they call you Everyman?
Oh, they call me Everyman because I call myself that. If you
Noted.
prefer Raymond, Ray, I don't know about Sir or Sire, but, I'll take a Mr. Dyer.
Oh, pardon me. It's just kind of one of these habits I like to pick up from time to time. Renaissance Fair has always been my main thing.
I can dig it.
My favorite activity, to be sure. But
Yeah. Well, needless to say, that's noted. Now, one thing that I don't know is the particulars about why I've been instructed to give you this walking tour. But it's not my place to ask. It came from a higher up. Well, beyond getting you to where you eventually need to go. But there's something here that I guess you need to see. As you continue walking by. You would be in this hallway, and the library suddenly, you're welcome to cringe or recoil,
yucky.
Clyde, but we go from gorgeous stonework and 100-plus-year-old, masonry and art and everything into modern corporate slop.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
They did some renovations here, I can see.
Yeah, well, it was at my request. Some things need to change for the sake of it. Modernity has some charm, but it also has utility to it. It may not be your style, Clyde, but you're going to have to get used to it, at least for a little bit. There's some VIPs
I dare
here.
say it's not even mine.
And, well, we all can't go skulking about in ancient aqueducts and the darkest of dungeons, can we? He looks over at you, Tyrone.
I would say that you're not wrong, but dungeons have their own charm to them.
It's no ancient salt mines beneath the earth. It's crazy. What do you mean?
Those are beyond my
Exactly.
ability to influence.
Yeah.
And if you've seen them, I hope that you don't ever have to see them again. Usually the first time people see that stuff is the last time they see that stuff.
Clyde just being quiet about the fact that he's seen it multiple times. They always bring him down there, like, probably at this point in his 10 years of unlife, just like, God, how many? Like 3 or 4 times?
Like that?
Yeah.
So he tells you, all right, stay with me. Stay on this side of the glass. All but one of you. One of you I can take in with me. The others will have to stay. No sudden movements. Don't say anything. You understand?
Well, only one.
Tyrone nods.
I think then I should go.
Yeah, you kind of have more training with this stuff. Hey, you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I hope.
If anything happens, I'm right there in an instant. Okay.
I know.
Oh God, you two are so straight. All right.
Hush.
As those on the
She's
street
like-
might say, don't start none, won't be none. Ivy, you should be fine. Stay by me and don't speak.
Understood.
As you all wait in the hall, you see that every man, he doesn't put his arm on Ivy's shoulder in any sort of romantic way. It's more of that guidance, like, hey, come along with me, kind of like keep up, pushing along. The 4 of you, as he does this, sees that Ivy's, you see her from the back, her hair, her clothes change in front of you.
What the actual?
And the doors close. Now you can see through it, and you can even, like, you can't quite hear, but it's you can see that the people in here are talking. And there is a collection of them gathered around the very sterile, modern, corporate, chic meeting room. At the very front are 2 figures. Ivy, to you, as you enter, no one here looks behind or even seems to know that you're there. Or if they know you're there, they don't care that you're there. At the front, you see that there is a young man who must have been embraced at the peak of his strength and youth. Not like young teen, but we're talking like maybe late 20s. To you, Tyrone, this would be peak soldier build and age. Like the right moment of this performance where all these stats just max out. He seemingly was embraced at this point from his stature, his build. He's a young man of Arab Indian descent, perhaps. He has some visible tattoos of some kind of writing and a pattern. And as you walk in, you see that as he's being presented by this other lady, and I'll get to her description in a moment, he's currently taking off white gloves And as that happens, you see that while the rest of his body has that Arab, possibly Indian complexion, it almost looks like he's dipped his hands in red paint, except it's a dermal redness that seems to be flowing down through his skin. And the redness overrides the natural skin tone. His hands are red and veiny up the arms. The woman standing next to him has very little sienna-colored skin left. Starting at her mouth, deep, unnaturally black veins radiate over her head and through the rest of her body as she is in, it's not, I guess for the quickest reference, it would be like a belly dancer outfit. It's sleek, revealing. I guess it would be a sheerer form of the comfort style you're wearing, Rose, and tuned culturally to that part of the world, at least as we would understand this concept. From the just infinitely black veins, and like, so her mouth is absolutely like Vanta black. The veins course out. Off of the veins is deep, dark bruising, such that only small little streaks of some sienna-colored skin she had in life actually peek out. As she speaks, all of her teeth and her fangs are like obsidian. Her eyes are black and glossy like a shark's. Ivy, which languages do you speak? Or am I too presumptuous to presume plural?
She's only got English.
Then every man will lean over and translate for you and whisper, as she seems to be presenting this young man who revealed himself and has these blood-stained hands. The woman speaking, her name is Gula. She was the primogen for the Banu Hakim. She's saying that she's departing Cleveland. She's going back to where she's from. And so this is her passing down the rights, responsibilities to this young man, Rakta Shringala. I believe that means red jackal or blood jackal.
She's just nodding along. She was told not to speak, so she is not speaking.
The others in the room politely clap after these apparently the ceremony. And the young man, Rakta, takes a seat in one of the absurdly modern chairs. Gula makes a presentation of herself to everyone and bids them goodbye. She escorts herself out, walking past you and every man, exiting the hallway, walking past the four of you. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't act as if she notices you, though given the state of her eyes, even if she did glance, you might not even be able to tell. Next, a woman stands up and goes to the front. She's dressed for a formal funeral, in a dress that does fit her larger frame. It has accents of ivory and rose petals, and she wears a veil over half her face. She stands with perfect posture and etiquette. She's speaking Spanish. That Xiomara Renacida. That is the primogen of the La Sombra. She only goes on to talk for a couple minutes. Everything about her is structured, polite, formal, by the book. And she sits. You can see there's more in the room, and they're also tended to by others. With a curious look on your face, every man will explain to you that these are their various attendants. Some may be ghouls, some may be retainers, or these are their whips. What you're seeing tonight is a primogen council. I don't know why you and the others were expected to see this. Maybe it's important. Oh, I'm sorry. The next is standing. You see next a tall, skinny male of native descent. His skin is pale, almost gray. His hair, long, braided, starkly black. Not a supernatural black, like Gula was. But while the rest of him seems to have the deathly pallor, his hair has a natural shine to it. It's as if it has withstood the years of undeath. His clothes, Ivy. He's dressed as you are. I can't hear you.
That was more to myself. I was thinking,
okay.
oh, Tremere.
He's dressed exactly as you are. And every man leans over. Wendot is his name. He's the primogen of the Malkavians.
I stand corrected. I thought it was Tremere. Oh well.
Perhaps someone you should meet. Not tonight.
She just gives him a small look that says, well, obviously not tonight. But she doesn't voice it.
Presuming you don't speak the language of the Wyandotte tribe, some things are translated. A lot of these are formalities, and every man is casually giving you a synopsis. He's not giving you a direct translation, either because he feels it's unimportant or there are things that if you don't understand, you don't need to know. Next is someone whose silhouette is familiar to you, Madame Dulac. You know for sure she is the Nos primogen. You've not seen her like this. His words of "come as you are" in dress seem to apply to perhaps everyone here present. Madame Dulac is dressed in a simple homemaker's attire and is unaltered in her appearance. So her silhouette is familiar, but details about her you've not seen before, either because they've been covered or even altered, as the Nos are wont to do. Her hair is long and braided into several thick cords. As she speaks in French, she has some sort of healed, scarred mark on her hands that don't appear as if they're a part of the normal NOS, mutation or the process after they're embraced. As she speaks, and she even will walk up to the board here and take a marker and begin drawing something. You see more details about Madame Dulac. The braids coming off the back of her head appear almost spider-like. And along the shoulders and the back of her neck are indications of callous skin, maybe some sort of chitin, under the parts that the dress does not cover. Some coarse black bristles poke out of the hardened flesh, and the skin of her face is taut, giving her a slight insectoid look, enhanced by her fangs when she speaks, being long, and almost like a tarantula's chelicerae. They're big, long fangs. They're black fangs. As she speaks, and as all the others have, these attendees, whether they're retainer, ghoul, whip, or something, maybe a dedicated translator, are translating to each of the primogen, whatever is being conveyed, just as you have a translator with every man. What she's drawing out appear to be tunnels, perhaps the salt tunnels or some future construction project. Hell, for all you know, you're actually getting a glimpse of the Warrens. Next, as she takes a seat, every man describes to you, ah, yes, or should I say, mais oui, we're going to hear French again. This is Henri Auclair. You see an older man wearing clothes from his former lavish lifestyle from 100 years ago. His mustache and eyebrows are bushy and salt and pepper colored, while he maintains the professional gray side, or the professorial gray sides and dark hair on top of his head. As he speaks, he waves a slim wooden cane topped with a golden snake's head. As for the Monsieur Primogen, he is that of Clan Toreador. Next, a portly man stands and goes to speak in Polish. He's dressed almost like a monk, and his robes appear very similar to that of the regent character you met in the Old Stone Church during your attempted exorcism. Except his have more pageantry. And it's not on the robes, but also on his gloves. The part of him that you can see lends the idea that he is an overweight, middle-aged man with a Van Dyke beard. All his hair is unnaturally white, and his pupils appear as triangles. The things he says are an introduction, a status report on the nature of things, the roused spirits that are manifesting in the city, And he's assuring everyone that the Tremere are doing all that they can to try and quell the spirits. After a short while, he takes his seat. Lastly, Eric Hayes. If he sees you, he doesn't recognize you, or has chosen not to address you. He speaks English. He gives a very corporate report on matters of finance, on some things that would be behavior linked to money and business. And he makes, it's not, well, it doesn't have to be translated to you, but there is some corpo speak that Everyman isn't clarifying for you. But he does seem to speak with a sense of urgency about these matters. Now, whether a thing is good or bad, you've heard him speak. I'd hope so. And I don't need to describe to you how he looks, because he's your dad. However, Cheryl is not here. Cheryl is not his attendant at this meeting. Presumably she's back at the tower, managing things.
This is a bit of a shock for her. She didn't realize her stepfather was so high up on the ladder.
Every man will, look at your face and say, "You didn't realize that, did you?"
She just shakes her head.
If it matters to you, his position as Primogen is really him being the low man on the totem pole. He feels that he's nothing more than a glorified secretary. In other words, he's doing the shit work while the other Ventru get to do their own thing. I'd bear that in mind the next time you talk to him.
She's just nodding a little bit.
So, in the presence of these other people, and now with that context, yeah, he just sort of gave a PowerPoint presentation to other vampires and then sat down. I believe that is all. Their business is going to conclude with a few other words that we don't need to be around to hear, and things that I perhaps am not privy to show you, let you see, or otherwise translate for you and the others. You've had your time, and I believe you've met who it is that you need to meet, and now I need to take you to where you need to go.
She'll motion for him to lead the way.
It's a short distance. You come back out, and for the rest of you, when she passes through the doorway into the hallway, this other guise of hers, which was more just sort of like a dark generic robe that just sort of appeared over her, falls away, and she's back wearing what she's wearing. Although you all could have seen that while you didn't necessarily hear what was heard, and she could pass it on later. Obviously, as players could listen in and make notes if you want. And I'll give you notes also in our chat. But you all could see that as he stood up and went to the front, that the tall, lanky man was wearing the clothes of Ivy, who is now dressed as herself. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I can't say you were in the company of them. I don't believe they were aware that you're here.
Oh, so I can't bring it up to him then, that I kind of listened into this, so I can't confirm him about that. Lovely.
Well, I mean, he was translating stuff to you, and he didn't say you couldn't tell anyone else.
She's talking about, talking to her stepdad.
Oh, yeah, that that he's a secretary for the Ventru. Yeah. You could bring it up, but that might be a little sore on top of it being sore that you recognize that he's actually the low man on the totem pole by being Primogen.
No, it's just the entire fact of if he didn't realize she was there, she really can't bring it up to him.
And now we continue to where it is that you need to be. Which is...
I mean, that wasn't the place.
No, that was a stop on the way. We're almost done, though. We're almost there. Hold with me and we'll break. I know it's late.
You think that
I'm
us sitting
fine.
here in a hallway for like... I didn't keep time. Was where we were supposed to be?
I was talking in character. I'm sorry
Oh,
about
well, dang, all right. Jessica heard you.
that. But yeah, no, I'm totally good. I don't need no break. But yeah.
Yeah, good.
The special reference section. This is something that I can help you get into. He leads you to a staircase with an odd arch and a stone bench. Everything carved out of stone. Cold, eternal, beautiful, unchanging. He asks you on your honor to turn your backs while he does something.
Understood.
We will.
Hmm.
And like a good soldier boy, Clyde will do that.
She's not gonna like it, but she'll do it. But she's got like the slightest urge to peek over her shoulder.
Out of character, Clyde, do you have those special funny glasses that have mirrors in them? So that way you're able to...
The
He's
spy
like-
glasses.
Yeah.
He pulls out like a pair of aviators. Oh, these ones? And then pulls out another pair of aviators for these ones. And then another pair.
I don't know if she should, but I mean, she's so tempted just to kind of give like a little peek behind her shoulder. It's so tempting. It's so tempting.
Can I wear one of those?
Yeah. Clyde hands one of the pair of aviators and puts on his pair. And now they're matching.
A short time later, there's a very faint stone on stone sound, and it appears that a stairway is before you. Thank you for not peeking. It'd be a shame if you did. Follow me.
I was so tempted. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so close to doing it. I had the urge.
First the stitching and now the...
You don't know this. Fuck you. Look, you tell a girl not to do something. I mean, the first thing she's gonna want to do is do it. I'm just saying. It's...
Sorry, I gotta start saying when I speak out of character. I'm not...
Yeah.
A secret passageway opens, and you descend. The warm light grows fainter and dimmer. And now you're in a hallway. One slightly resembling the hall leading to the Chamber of Judgment for Sheriff Kozad. Stark Art Deco faces and busts line the wall. None of them are expressly familiar looking. However many other vampires, especially those of notable rank or historical figures of the city. But they're there, staring, fulfilling some purpose. Why would someone make this and keep them here?
That's totally not creepy. Although that's right up my alley. So.
Clyde is considering these ones aren't as freaky as the ones in the salt mines. He understands they're stone, and he understands that the last time a stone object moved, it was because of some Tremere fuckery, but he's going to go ahead and pinch one of their noses anyways, just to check.
Okay. It is cold, solid stone.
All right, he sits there and jabs his finger at the eyes and then just continues on with the rest of the group.
If you wouldn't have done that, I probably would have, but like that's because I like to mess with stuff. So
I don't want to talk about why I wanted to do that.
Yeah, let's
Like
let's
Pete?
not.
you have like stonework PTSD or something.
And
Yeah, actually, I do.
Oh.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
That's kind
Way
of
to
sad.
bring up a
That's
sore
Clyde's a
topic.
little salty about that incident.
fine.
When we say we have been through some shit, we have been through some shit.
I mean, I have too, but I mean, I don't have problems with stonework, but that's your problem. That's not mine. Sorry.
And it's here
Hi.
my
Oh.
part of the escort finishes until it's time to bring you back. I'll be just outside. I'm sure that the Primogens are finished with their work. They don't need me anymore. I'll button everything up in the library after you've gone. Go and do what you need to
Very well.
do. You should have several hours at least before I would have to eject you. And before you
Thank you.
is an antique research room.
Oh my goodness.
Diagrams
Just-
on parchment. These odd chains hanging from the bookcases. These green glass lamps. A lectern. This lies before you.
As note, Maddie, we can't see it.
You can't. It
No.
should be on the map.
Dark hallway.
I
That's
see it on the
all right.
stream. I don't
Set
see it
it-
in the roll 20.
You have it as a token. You may want to put it on the
Yeah.
map layer and set it to front.
Mm-hmm.
Bring to front. Change layer. Map. Did that help?
No.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Jessica, fangirl scream at the side of this.
I thought you were gonna say fangirl sports. I was like,
Yeah, which you can do, but you gotta lose one blood, so you gotta.
She squeals. It almost just immediately
Yeah.
runs in and starts looking at shit. She's
Clyde,
in her zone.
So,
Clyde just sees Ivy's eyes light up, and she goes to join Jessica. In this.
Yeah.
hold on. What were they saying in the offices at that whole shindig?
By this point, she's like halfway down.
Yep.
She's
They're
gonna go
gone.
chasing after her.
They're
Yeah,
gone.
basically.
Two kids in a candy shop. They just dipped. They're
Yep.
having a merry time. They're gonna start pouring through books.
It would appear that these two have gotten some sort of insanity, some sort of madness took hold of them.
Yeah. I heard back in the old days, hysteria used to be a problem for women. Ivy, come back here.
Broads, what can you do except give him a piece of cheese to fascinate him?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm kind of imagining Clyde being like, Ivy, come back here, girl, and then does like the little whistles and everything.
Clyde is just Johnny Bravo. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Yes.
Johnny Bravo. Jessica's gonna call that. Just gonna call him that to his face and see what happens.
But
I don't think he would deny it.
I don't want to keep you too late. We've run over. I mean, it's been fun. But we can
Yeah, it's
break
been
here
fun.
if you'd like, because it's 1:45 my time. So
Oh shit.
yeah. I know. Where'd the night go? It's like, I don't know. We're telling a story and having fun with it and exploring mysteries and
Yeah, time flies.
meeting the
Yeah.
entire
You know?
Primogen Council of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's actually cool. I've been wanting to actually know the political map behind this city, honestly.
Mhm.
Me as a player, I'm not playing a character that is good for it, but
The
I
Banu Hakim is that I love the description of the Banu Hakim, like the Vantablack and the fucking veins. Oh, I love that so much.
I kind of wish I
That's
was in there
old.
because it's like Tyrone knows a little bit of the Middle Eastern language. He spent
Ah.
time out there.
Then you
Old
might
school
have
Bana
understood every fifth word.
Most likely, yeah. It's like, oh, you know where the bathroom is?
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, yes.
All right, so
Smile
we'll
and
leave
nod.
off here in this in the reference section of the library. And we'll pick this up in 2 weeks hence for our Halloween episode, because this is going to lead somewhere, of course. It's Halloween. We got to do something spooky. There are spirits crawling on the outside of the library. There's also some other things to resolve, as you all have some armor to pick up. And Clyde's going to be getting some auto details. And also Rose was going to be getting some criminal tools. So we'll leave off here.
All right.
And thank you for playing. I hope you had fun. I'll provide the descriptions and everything to you all also, so you get a better feel of things.
Please do. Bro. I need it for my post-game notes,
please.
which I will share with everyone, as always.
Thank you for hosting. This was a lot of fun.
Yep. And for all of you out there watching, thank you for spending the night with us, going on this. Not all vampire stuff is always, like guns or claws or fangs. There's a little bit of that, but a lot of it's also just mysterious stuff, tension. You have those awesome moments of connection, like between Clyde and Rose, where you actually get to peel back, like, you understand the bond of a sire. I guess to that extent, Jessica's sire putting her in her place is also a part of that. But even more than just sire and child are the questions of feelings and what is real and what isn't anymore, because of the nature of vampirism and the powers and the bonds that can be brought through Vitae. This is just as much Vampire the Masquerade as wearing black trench coats, lurking on gargoyles on rooftops during a full moon,
yeah, brother.
and scowling at everyone. Now there's that too. That's a part of it, but it's not everything. So thank you all. We're just gonna sign off because it's late, and if my players want to have a little like debriefing or cooldown, we can do that too. So thank you everyone. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. We'll do some streaming, maybe some ghost hunting or casual stuff this week until Friday. Then it's session 2 of Cyberpunk, where they're going to a place called The Hook. Interesting that. Anyway, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.
There's a story about that, Hook.
Bye.